Color analysis is back. I keep hearing those words, and I'm even being asked to interview on the topic quite often these days. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 reasons I typically respond to that question with. Before I jump in, I just want to share from my perspective, color analysis really hasn't gone away. Image consultants from around the globe have been using color analysis with their clients for years. Also, people who haven't engaged in image consulting services have been asking color analysis related questions, but under the guise of different labeling. So for instance, if you've been asking the questions, what is my skin undertone? What is my best hair colors? Does this color look good on me, perhaps in a fitting room? Those are questions really translated are asking what your color analysis results are. Reasons I'm going to share with you in this video really come from discussions with my clients. First reason is I think we're becoming more thoughtful as a society about what we're filling our closets with and what we're putting on our body. For instance, there has been a move away from fast fashion. There's been moving towards capsule wardrobe and minimalist wardrobe situations and purchasing more investment pieces. And when people are being more thoughtful and buying more quality items and perhaps spending a bit more on those items, they want to make sure those items are actually adding vibrancy to their look and are fantastic for them. The second reason is we're talking more and more these days and conducting business on video conferencing platforms. We're doing job interviews on these platforms. We're giving presentations on these platforms, etc. And on these platforms, people really can't see your full outfit. And so people are looking primarily at the colors you're surrounded with, your background colors, your hair color, your eyewear color, what you're wearing, perhaps makeup if you wear makeup. Style is less of a priority on these platforms, and colors you're surrounding yourself with become more important. So if you're in the wrong colors and giving a presentation or conducting a job interview, you could really look drained and washed out, and people could translate that into judgments about your character. Also heard my clients tell me that on these video conferencing platforms, it's like they were staring at themselves in the mirror for hours on end and realizing that they were looking drained and washed out. The third reason is because we've become a very visual society. Social media platforms have given us opportunities to share pictures and videos that go out to large amounts of people. You in your home today can be creating content that ultimately reaches millions and millions of people. And people creating that content want to give off their best. And in much of that content, particularly if it's sort of chest up, you can really just focus on the colors that a person is choosing to surround themselves with. And again, style becomes less important, much like the video platforms. The fourth and fifth reasons are really correlated with the pandemic. We had situations in many jurisdictions where hair salons were forced to be closed, and there were people who were coloring their hair for years that no longer had access to their hairstylist and didn't refresh their color for months. In many cases, those people were seeing the roots of their hair naturally grown out for the first time in a very long time. Many of us reevaluated whether our chosen hair color that we had been choosing for years was actually serving us and giving off our best. Fifth reason is the pandemic saw many people now starting to work from home. And for the last couple years, they didn't really buy a lot of business attire. People were more casual working from home, and now as physical workplaces are reopening, people need to buy new clothes in many cases, perhaps business attire. I'm finding people are wanting to make sure that they're buying clothing that is actually giving off their best. There are probably other reasons why color analysis is making a comeback, but those are my top 5 that I usually respond with. Can you think of others? Comment below.